Hey everybody. I know it's been a long time, right? I just been so freaking busy, like graduating school, building a deck. Yeah, I built a deck. Then going on vacation, coming back. I don't know if some of you know, but I run a rescue in South Florida, so we have a lot of dogs here that need our attention. Some of them get adopted. Some of them have stayed here a long time because they're like really old and nobody wants them. So you can just think of my house as a nursing home for all these little ones that have nowhere to go, and they can stay here and we take care of them. And we're like the only vegan rescue around here, so they get fed vegan diets. Anyways, this video is not about my rescue, but just to let you know why I've been so busy. But I've been dying to make this video, guys. Like, I've been dying to make this video because people do not understand the struggle when you're dealing with an autoimmune disorder. Like, they just don't get it. And then because you don't have cancer and your hair's not falling, and, well, yeah, your hair falls, but you know what I mean? They're like, oh, it's fine. But no, it's not fine. It's really tough to deal with an autoimmune disorder. Just like with an eating disorder or whatever other disorder, you need to take the time to investigate. Enough about that. But today's video is about the types of PCOS. And the reason why I wanted to do this video was I saw something moving. I'm like, is it a dog? I don't know. They show up out of nowhere around here. The reason of this video is because for the past couple of years, as most of you know, I've been vegan for about 15 years. Within that time, I was diagnosed with polycystic ovarian syndrome. So, of course, like anybody else, I went online. I'm investigating, I'm tiki, going online, checking to see who has PCOS and what did they do naturally to heal their bodies. And of course, I came a lot of these people. Oh, I ate high fruit. Have you ever come across that? They're like, oh, I ate a high fruit diet and no fats, and I feel amazing. And then you do it, and no, you just feel worse, and things get worse, and you get worse, and blood work get worse, or vice versa. Oh, I did this, and I feel amazing, and you're like, but I did it, and I didn't feel amazing. Well, the reason being is there's different types of polycystic ovarian syndrome. There's different types of PCOS, and I didn't even know about it. Maybe you do. I sure as hell didn't know. But anyhow, so I'm not going to name the types of PCOS because the reality is that out of all the research I've done, everybody has a different name for the different PCOS that they have. Everybody, either there's 3 different types, or there's 2 different types, or there's 4 different types. The point is there's different types of PCOS. So let's go over some of them, or broadly cover the PCOS that have been discovered and are being talked about in the medical community at this point. The first type of polycystic ovarian syndrome, and like I said, I don't want to give them names because if you even do a simple Google search, there's not a lot of information yet, but you will come across different websites giving you different names for different types of polycystic ovarian syndrome. So they really haven't made it official. They really haven't set it in stone, but I'll give you a couple of symptoms from the different types of polycystic ovarian syndrome. So let's say the first one, number 1, no period, they're not ovulating, high testosterone, no insulin resistant. So these people are having high testosterone, which causes symptoms on their own, which usually are hair in your face, hair loss, typical male pattern baldness, which is right here. We call la coronilla, which is the little circle you have here, or right here, or right here. And your hair falls off. So that's usually typical signs of high testosterone. And your voice gets lower. You just feel more aggressive. It's crazy, but that's the truth. Not everybody, but it depends on how high your levels are. So that's number 1. Then you have number 2. This one, again, no ovulation. We don't get our periods, or women don't get their periods. But in this case, they do have insulin resistant. So on top of already having the male pattern baldness and loss of hair and deepening of the voice. They also have insulin resistant, which most of the time shows like you wake up in the morning, you feel like you have a hangover, which means you have low blood sugar. So you wake up, you don't feel like you feel like you have a hangover, and then you eat something sweet, and suddenly, and I'm talking about not fruit sweet, I'm talking about candy and stuff like that. It just goes up and down, and it's all this craziness because your insulin is not working right. You're being resistant to your insulin. The third one, you have no ovulation, again, no period, no high testosterone, no insulin resistant, and cyst in your ovaries. Cyst in your ovaries is not something common in polycystic ovarian syndrome. Not all women with polycystic ovarian syndrome have cyst in their ovaries, which is a huge misconception. And a lot of women go undiagnosed because they tell them you don't have cyst in your ovaries, therefore you don't have polycystic ovarian syndrome. So that's very dangerous. The fourth one is you do ovulate, but your periods are hell on wheels. Yep, it's just rolling down the street super fast because it's just killing you. You have the worst periods, you have blood clots, you just bleeding for like a whole damn week, feel like crap. You have high testosterone levels and you have insulin resistant, but you don't have cyst. You just have thickening of the walls of your uterus, which causes for you to have blood clots. So that's just an overall of some of the different types of polycystic ovarian syndrome. And this is one of the many reasons why you go to different YouTube channels, on different websites and blogs and vlogs and here and this, and you see these women doing certain things and you're like, but I did it and it didn't work for me. Keep in mind, this is a vegan channel, and I do advocate for a whole food plant-based diet. I actually just finished Dr. T. Campbell's nutrition course, the plant-based nutrition course from Cornell University. And I got to tell you, it was such an eye-opener, and it really reinforced me that the way to go is on a whole food, low-fat, plant-based diet. With that being said, some people, like I was mentioning earlier, might thrive eating only fruit and no fats. And they feel amazing. They're like, oh, I healed my PCOS, which I don't like to say heal because it's something you're going to have to live with forever. And always be careful, making sure you always take care of yourself and all that stuff. Otherwise, your symptoms are just going to come back like it happened to me, which I'm going to make another video about that. So this is why it's so careful. And I want to make this video for this. It's so dangerous that some people, especially young women, put in videos out there. I healed my PCOS doing this. I healed my PCOS doing that. But really not stressing the type of PCOS they had. So it's very important you personally find out what type of PCOS you have, so you can address that. Obviously, again, eating a whole food plant-based diet, but with different ratios. Eating different ratios. What I mean by that, some people might need more fats. And I am not talking about go have a big bottle of olive oil. I'm saying some women might need more overt fats. Fats are very important for our hormonal health. So, especially women, especially at my age. So, some women might need more overt fats. Other ones might not need that. Other ones might thrive on super high fruit diets because they might not be suffering from whatever you're suffering. My point is that it works differently for everybody within the paradigm of whole foods, plant-based, low fat. Some people might be able to stuff their face and eat 10 banana smoothie and process it perfectly. Other people, like myself, were not able to do that. My body was not ready for that. My type of PCOS did not allow me to do that. So I went a different route, and that is what's helping me now. I will make another video about that. But at this point, what I want to stress is for you to first and foremost find out what type of PCOS you have. Then find people that healed their PCOS the same as yours and find out how they did it. basically on a whole food, plant-based diet, and find out what ratio, what macros they're having to help you. Because if you just follow blindly what other girls are saying, that I healed it with this, but you don't know what type of PCOS they have, you're just going to hurt yourself. That happened to me. I'm telling you by experience. It happened to me. And I'm finally, after almost 2 years, finally finding what's working for me in healing my body slowly. Educate yourself about your own body. What is going on with your body, and what does your body need? Does it need less overt fat? Does it need more overt fat? You can't really base your health on other people because you don't know what they have or they don't have. So it's very important you educate yourself on your condition, on your type of PCOS, for you to take the steps necessary to help fix it, heal it, or live with it. So that's my video for today. I will talk more about my own experience with PCOS and the mistakes I made, and also the type of blood work that you need to get done. So I hope this video helps. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to try to be more prompt when it comes to posting these videos, because now that I'm on vacation, I should have more time. I really want you guys to learn about your PCOS. I know there's not a lot of videos out there. There's a lot of misinformation. If you do this, if you carb the fuck up, if you did it, please don't make the same mistakes I made. Whole food, plant-based, low fat, but find the macros that you need for your condition. I have a small community on Facebook. I'll leave the link below. You can join it. You can post questions. You can post your own links of information that you found, because this is about helping each other. The only thing that we don't allow is dead animals, dead animal foods, none of that. We are a vegan community. We do believe in whole food, plant-based, and we just want to make sure we keep it that way. I don't personally believe that you're going to feed your body death, suffering, and you're going to flourish into this beautiful, wonderful, healthy person. And now that I took that course with Dr. T. Campbell, I am more convinced, after seeing his research and the many research of the doctors and professionals that he has on it, that a whole food, plant-based diet is what will heal and help your body. But again, I can't stop stressing that the macros change. The macros do change depending on you. The same thing if it's high fruit, if it's high starch. It all depends on your body and what your body will react to best. So I'll see you guys next time. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I hope you get to investigate what type of PCOS you have and be able to address that. So I guess I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.